amazing. YBL. Ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas, and when it come to it, I stop for my niggas. For nothing above them, we came from the gutter. Wooders and noodles, we came from the struggle. Pull out the chopper, these niggas imposters. Road street nigga, I'm preaching the gospel. Know that they mad that they couldn't stop us. Move like a unit compares to mobsters. Ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas, and when it come to it, I stop for my niggas. For nothing above them, we came from the gutter. Wooders and noodles, we came from the struggle. Pull out the chopper, these niggas imposters. Road street nigga, I'm preaching the gospel. Know that they mad that they couldn't stop us. Move like a unit compares to mobsters. Got my head high through all of the pain. They shot my nigga, put 2 on his brain. Really took losses, nothing the same. Baking the beat, but I can't entertain. No cap, I had to fuck up a check. 100K larger reverse. Yeah, guys, welcome to Boxer Blowsetter. And if you're new to the channel, click the like and subscribe button right now, man. So, first of all, you guys go subscribe to my personal YouTube channel right here at Raymond. If you're better, go to YouTube and go to the search option and then type this name in, man. Support your man, because I might be dropping some real stuff right there. Some real stuff. I'm talking about everything, man. Every goddamn subject and topic. And also you guys can suggest whatever you want me to talk about, so I'll do that. Thanks for subscribers so far. I mean, I'm very flabbergasted with this, because it shows me that, listen, people support me, and I'm very glad. Thanks to the Nigerians, thanks to the Americans, thanks to British guys. The support so far, appreciate it. So let's talk about Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte's heavyweight ranking, where he thinks some fighters should be in the ranking. Listen, this is his top 10 heavyweights in the world. Whyte's top 10 heavyweight in the world. I mean, you should be saying Dillian Whyte will actually make himself number 1, right? But Dillian Whyte kept it a little bit classy. Well, let's take a look at it before we proceed. You know, I would give my thoughts differently. So let's watch this clip of Dillian Whyte in a punching bag. The Body Snatcher is doing some heavy stuff, man, and it's getting ready for Oscar Rivas. I like his combination. His combination is very elusive, man. And also his jab. Double jab is good. Very good from Dillian Whyte, very good. Yeah. Working on his head movement right now, you can see. Very nice from Dillian Whyte, man. Very nice, I must say. Good. Well, guys, I mean, you should be impressed if you're a Dillian Whyte fan. Saying that alone is impressive, in my opinion, because that guy is working on his skills, and he's been doing that ever since he lost to Anthony Joshua. Listen, Dillian Whyte's left hook is his signature move. That left hook is a deadly left hook. I mean, that left hook about Joshua almost dropped Joshua, but Joshua was able to survive there. The same left hook dropped Joseph Parker. That left hook knocked out Lucas Brown, cleaned the fuck out. That left hook, okay, knocked out the Richardson in the rematch. I mean, you have to appreciate that left hook from Dillian Whyte.
And whoever fights Dillian Whyte, whoever fights this guy, we have to be ready for war, because this guy, whenever he comes to fight, you know, he fights like a guy that has nothing to lose, a guy that does not even care about tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, and that's a good mentality, you know. And also, he's not just a brawler; he's a guy who has already worked on his some of his weaknesses. You know what I mean? Now he throws double jab. You know what I mean? So now he time his left hook. He don't just go out there and just windmill or, you know, throw some haymakers. Nah, you just go out there and time you, use the double jab and set you up with a till you get a left hook. It's very nice, and I like his straight right hand as well. So it's giving a take. It's giving his take on who he thinks he thinks had the best heavyweights in the world. You know what I mean? And he's top 10 heavyweights in the world, includes that's inferior to Water Anthony Joshua. Let's see where Dillian Whyte ranks himself. Because listen, after Jagba, when he got asked by Blue Blood supposed to be a Water fanboy channel, who do you think is the best heavyweight in the world? That guy, Jagba said, listen, I'm the best heavyweight in the world. I understand it and I appreciate it, because listen, as a fighter, you have to be confident that you're the best. But reality says it's a why, because Jagba, it has a long way to go. Long way to go before you even get there. But depends, in 2 years' time, he might get there. But we'll have to see, because Jagba is a monster. I would still say he's a monster. People will say he's not. I think he's a monster. He's a fellow Nigerian, a guy who is very talented, but I feel like he has no head movement for now. Needs to work on that, and footwork has to be worked on. His defensive tactics very poor, so he has to work on that. Ronald Cheese is a good trainer, but my opinion, I don't think Richie is good enough for that style. But anyway, we just see what happens, man. So let's look at it. Dillian Whyte's top 10 heavyweight consists of these guys. The number 10 is Adam Konaki. Adam Konaki, I mean, if you're a boxing fan, you know this guy. A guy who is of Polish descent, very proud. As you can see right here, Polska. You know, he's wearing a Polish shirt, you know what I mean? And has 19 wins, 15 KOs, very fast. He looks like Andrew Jr., a little bit fitter than Andrew Jr., but he's very fast, and he has some good engine. I mean, it's crazy how this guy throws a lot of punches and never gets tired. So I was surprised by that. Listen, this guy got offered the Joshua fight, but turned it down because he felt that he was not ready. Maybe turned it down because of Vada, because he knows that his friend Gerald Miller got popped for 3 PEDs, man. You know what I mean? 3 steroids. At the same time, just few was different anyway. So it's crazy. And Konaki is a very good fighter. I like the guy. He's promising, but should be tested, man. He's just signed to Vada. I don't know. All these guys should sign to Vada. All these guys. In fact, I wish there was a general governing body that pressure all fighters, all boxers to sign to Vada, but it's not like that. It's just crazy. Boxing is sometimes. I say boxing is a joke sometimes because of the decisions, how tricky and sometimes useless the laws are, man. Because listen, Jeremy Miller got to get him popped for PD. He got 6 months ban, a 6 month ban for what? It's crazy. That's too small. Anyway, Kanaki, he's a very good fighter. I have to say that. Good fighter, has a good engine. Number 9, Alexander Povetkin, a guy with 33 wins and then had 2 losses. You know, only been knocked out once. That was by Anthony Joshua. Povetkin is a real fighter, a guy who has actually managed to become a great. Okay, listen, he's a boxing great. After to be sincere. So number 8, Oscar Rivas. Oscar Rivas has 26 wins and 18 KOs. He's a guy who will be challenging, going to war against Dillian Whyte. Listen, Oscar Rivas, very heavy-handed, very muscular, but slow, a little bit slow, but very heavy-handed. You know what I mean? We saw the performance against Brian Jennings. I liked it. He's a good fighter. But I think Perry King is a better fighter than Oscar Rivas. But this is Dillian Whyte's top 10 best ever in the world. So let's look at it. Number 7, Luis Ortiz. Okay, good. No doubt about that. I cannot argue about it. Good. Number 6, Joseph Parker. You have to understand that Joseph Parker is a former world champion, a guy who has been in there with White and with Joshua, a guy who fears no one, a guy who's very fast, a guy who has also beaten Andrew Jr. So, number 5, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, we all know who Tyson Fury is. I mean, because Tyson Fury is a showman himself, a guy that likes to give praise to himself, man. And he praised himself a lot. A guy that thinks Tom Schwartz beats Andrew Jr. Crazy, bro. Anyway, okay, that's nice. Number 4, Dillian Whyte. Wow, interesting. Dillian Whyte did not actually rank himself as number 1. Wow, interesting. That's nice, Dillian Whyte. I mean, he knows his place. That's good. Number 3, the unified heavyweight king of the universe, Anthony Joshua. Yeah, you know, he lost to Andrew Jr. By a lucky punch, and but he'll be back. It's alright. It's not. It's good. It's good. It's good. Number 2, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. I mean, looking at that spectacular, knockout he had against Dominic Brazil. Brazil is not a bomb. Brazil wanted that to fight, but Brazil, wanted to trade. You don't trade with a guy like Wilder, because if he hits you with that right hand, that hammer that he has in the right hand. Listen, I'm one of the biggest critics, you might say haters, of Wilder, but I know that right hand is not a joke, bro. Not a joke at all. Number 1, Andy Ruiz Jr. Jr. is number 1. According to what he said, the reason I say he's number 1 is he's beaten Joshua, and Joshua had 4 belts. He didn't just beat him, he knocked him out, so he went from being not even in the rankings to number 1. This is boxing, but saying that, he lost to Joseph Parker and I beat Parker. Strange, isn't it? Well, it is. So, Usyk is not in the rankings. I mean, where Usyk is not yet an heavyweight. He has not fought an heavyweight as an heavyweight yet. I mean, it's still listen. Usyk is a former, undisputed cruiserweight champion. Okay, no doubt about that. I have to say, what I see here is that, listen, Dillian Whyte actually gave a good reason why Joshua is number 3. He said number 3, Joshua, he won 4 world titles, Olympic gold medalist, this, that, and the other, and he beat me. He won world titles, which I haven't won. I have to accept that fact. Whether I want to or not, I'm a realist. So of course he's ranked above me. Number 4 is me. Dillian Whyte, and the job beat me. The stats and the numbers will say that he is higher ranked than me. I'm honest. I'm not a bullshitter. I'm honest. Fast. Okay. Okay. I mean, listen. The only I like this ranking. Okay, I have to say, because Dillian Whyte, in my opinion, should be number 4. Okay, and it's number 4. He put himself number 4. Good, because that's inferior, to be sincere. Yeah, his last fight against Tom Schwartz, I mean, let's keep it real. Tom Schwartz cannot even beat Dillian. I don't think Tom Schwartz can beat Charles Martin, to be sincere. I believe that Poet can beat Tom Schwartz any day, anytime. So, the field should be number 5. It's good. Parker number 6, good. Luis Ortiz number 7, good. Oscar Rivas number 8. I have to say that I have a problem with this. I have a problem with this because Hurricane should be ranked higher than Oscar Rivas. I have to say that. But Dillian Whyte has his reason. He said Hurricane hasn't fought since Joshua, has he? And that was a loss. Oscar Rivas has fought since then, and Rivas has won. He has a good reason for it, but I still feel like looking at the resume, I have to say that Povetkin is a better fighter, much better fighter than Oscar Rivas. Far more better fighter, man. He's achieved more as well. Lanky is good. Top 10. This is top 10. Do you agree or disagree? Where will you place Tyson Fury? Where will you place Joshua? Where will you place Anakonaki, Luis Ortiz? I know all of you guys. You have your top 10 heavyweights. You know, you feel like this guy beats this guy. You feel like Luis Ortiz is the second best. Some of you Water fanboys feel like that. Well, that's how it is, man. For me, I really have nothing to disagree on here other than this Oscar Rivas and Hurricane rankings. I mean, I have to say, listen, Hurricane is a better fighter than Oscar Rivas. That's for sure. So we'll see what happens, guys. Click the like button to this video, subscribe, and please don't forget to subscribe to my personal YouTube channel right here. Look at it. Go to YouTube search option and type my name, Raymond Everybody, and then subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Blog Center. Follow me on YouTube at Boxing Blog Center, and follow me on Twitter at Boxing Blog. Stay blessed, guys. Stay hungry, stay humble. Cheers.